this book was a natural extension of the songs that we wrote that begat the stage show, which was spectacular. And the idea of doing a book this size, besides all the funny stuff about size counts and everything, is that we wanted to give something for the fans that's extraordinary, bigger, more spectacular than what's gone before. And you see it. I mean, to try to pick up, that's just the cutout. You see different flags because we wanted to make sure that the different countries of the world understand that we're not trying to, raise any one particular flag. We happen to come from America, but I wasn't born here. Where you're born is an accident, and we're really from planet Earth.
Where were you born?
Israel. I know I don't look Swiss.
Do you have a favorite photo out of the book? Was it hard to choose?
I like Eric's.
He likes anything of himself, of course. Anything that features Gene, of course, he prefers.
Right.
Yeah, I think so. I think they're all great. I mean, it depends on what you like. I personally prefer black and white because I think it has more emotion, which is ironic because we see and dream and do everything in color in our lives, but yet black and white for some reason affects people emotionally in a different way, and so I'm biased in that way.
Right. So you would say that that's your favorite part of the book?
The black and white stuff? Yeah, I just in general love black and white photography. It's to me has more. There's a certain emotion that I get out of it when I see it, and I think a lot of people probably agree with that.
So he takes lots of black and white naked photos
Yeah,
of
of
himself.
myself. Yeah.
Right.
I send them to
He
Gene,
likes black and white.
and I send them to Gene.
Right. What would be your favorite part of the book?
Well, clearly the entire presentation, that everything is just a piece of the puzzle. Because anything that you experience, you want to experience in more ways than one. When you sit down at a restaurant, the food has to look good and taste good, and then there's the ambiance. So presentation is every bit as important as the content. The content is us intrinsically, but even if you are not a fan of Kiss, you're going to look at this book and say, wow.
Who came up with the idea of having the book made in Italy, this type
Well,
of book?
the people that came to the band with the idea of doing a giant book. Pardon me? The publisher. I'm sorry. Well, I was trying to be broad. I'm painting with broad strokes, Gene. Anyways, they wanted to source out the best. You know, if you're going to make something that's going to be high end, you go to the people that make. Like, if you want the best watches, you go to Switzerland. They make the best watches in the world made in Switzerland. So it's the same thing in Italy. They're known for their craftsmanship, especially with leather goods. And they said that those books are made by hand, put together by hand, and that's the people that do the best job for this type of because it truly is an art book. They have one book they made that is the biggest book in the world. They made a copy of the Quran or something for a Russian guy. The book weighs 1,250 kilos. A kilogram is 2.2 pounds. So you're looking, it's over a half of a ton, this book.
How many photos did you say no to?
Oh,
I don't know.
tens of thousands.
The band has the final say.
Because, of course. Now, Tommy spent the most amount of time with the book and the printers and the photo selection. So, certainly thousands and thousands of photos were negated. And there's more. There's more where that came
And I think ideally, if you asked me to pick all the photos, it would have probably been some the same and some different. And I think the case would be said true for all of us. But you have to kind of get a general cross-section sense of the photography, different types of looks. It's not like all one photographer, one style, one look, or one type of lighting. It's a very broad cross-section of all types of artistic points of view, because that's what photography really is at the end of the day. It's through the eyes of the photographer, through his lens, how he interprets something. And some guys just have a better eye for it than others. But there's a vast amount of stuff in inventory of all these, amazing stuff. And we still keep getting great stuff. Every show somebody comes out and shoots, we get more and more great stuff.
We were toying with the idea of actually having something to read in it, and then just said, you know what? Visuals. It's an art book. When you see a painting on a wall, there's no exclamation of, here's what I thought, here's when I was a child of 4. There's no talking. It's just the visual imagery.